shout out to executive producer Lasith Bandera for sponsoring this reaction. A longtime supporter and one of our most longtime executive producers. A special thanks again for sponsoring this reaction.
Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for Prodigal Son Season 2, Episode number 2.
Yes, shout out to executive producer Lasith for sponsoring this reaction. And let's get to a couple of comments from the last episode. Starting with Jaminica, who says, when I first watched this and they set it up for Malcolm to take the fall for the killing of Nicholas, I was like, bro, come on, man. So y'all just gonna hide the truth from Ainsley and pretend like nothing happened? I just know nothing good is gonna come from this because I know she's gonna start questioning shit because she's just a curious person. I mean, like, come on now, she's a reporter. But then I was like, you know what? I hope she kills somebody else. There goes my excitement again. Yeah. I hope that because of his decision not to tell her what really happened that night, that she blacks out again or has some flashbacks or something and goes and kills some other people. Like, can you imagine her killing somebody and then reporting it like she didn't do it and Malcolm trying to find the killer but can't? OMG, man. Somebody put me in the writer's room. For real. Yeah. You gotta be super hyped. Is that where they're going? Because that sounds super awesome. As you can see, I'm very invested in Ainsley's story. LOL. But that's just wishful thinking on my part because I want chaos and I feel like she can give it to me. Anyway, I can't wait for y'all's reaction to the rest of the episodes.
Let's get it then.
Executive producer Lasith coming through. Woo! Executive producer Lasith coming through to say, loved your reaction, guys. This was an excellent opening episode to this much anticipated second season. I loved how they tackled COVID and the Black Lives Matter storylines. JT's storyline is necessary to showcase because it's a real issue that affects officers every day. Also, Malcolm not telling Ainsley the trauma she endured was the right thing to at that exact moment because it would have been the worst possible circumstance for her to find what she's capable of, but he should have told the truth in a more safe environment and on a later date. Like, what we doing? Also, I love that last scene where Martin was trying to invite Malcolm to the dark side. It was beautiful to see. I can't wait for the next episode because season 2 is on fire. Alright, let's get to episode 2 right now.
I felt good. Martin.
Got a new roommate.
Anything you'd like to share? Well, I'm speechless. I had no idea we had such a Casanova in our midst. Hector?
And you'll make him love.
Well, that much is clear.
Actually, Martin, I was asking if you'd like to share about yourself. This is your first session back, and you seem preoccupied. So tell us, how are you doing?
I'm, good.
They upgraded them cameras since last season.
I suppose
I it's crystal clear.
A little worried. Oh, my boy. What are you...
Why haven't you been seeing your therapist?
Good morning, Mother. My sandbush.
I'm worried. I haven't gotten a bill from Gabrielle in months.
You pay my therapy bills?
Darling, I've been paying that woman for over 20 years, and let's just say, at her rates, she has nothing to be depressed about.
I've taken a break from therapy.
What happened? Whatever it is, you can tell me, even if it is sexual in nature.
It's nothing. Really.
Even if it's sexual in nature.
And how was your health?
Incredible. Both my kids are in such a good place. I have never felt prouder.
Just the life of a serial killer's son. It's a psycho roller coaster.
He's in a tricky spot, my son. There are things troubling him that he buries deep inside.
Why? You wouldn't understand.
I married your father, China.
These feelings, they're building up. No way to get out.
Mother, I know you want to, but you can't help me.
Well, surely there is someone on this earth that you can talk to.
He's only got me. Dear old dad.
Just the way he wanted.
Narcissism.
Why are you calling me?
My boy!
Dad!
Yeah, it's full
How's
right
my
now.
little hero doing today?
Let's see. He barely recognizes himself anymore because of what he's done.
His dreams are a horror movie stuck on repeat.
And the only person he can talk to about it is a narcissistic psychopath.
Fun? Not fun.
I think Mother is starting to sense something.
She probably thinks it's sexual in nature.
I'm not talking about this.
Like,
I know you're
he
not.
knows her
That's
so
the
well.
problem. Come visit. So, quiet around
Got my old room
But when I
back.
have
News. As of today, I have access to the yard. Oh, it's all very exciting. Sunscreen, yard fights.
I have to go.
No, it's not going away, Mel. The guilt.
take it from me.
I don't think you feel guilt.
What are you doing?
Cut this cake.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
It's gonna be a bunch of those.
Are these? Is this what you used?
Family silver? No, I'm just shocked at the sight of you doing chores.
Not hysterical. It is strange though. How little I remember from that night. I remember being there.
Oh, she
He
blacked
was
out.
there.
Yeah.
You showed up.
That's why she believes him when
That's
says he did it.
dissociative amnesia.
She gonna snap out of it.
yeah.
One of the ways your brain protects you from a trauma.
Cool. Let's talk about something a million times more fun. I'm moving back to my apartment.
That's great.
I
Did
should
Mom
move in
freak
with you.
out?
No, which actually freaked me out.
Malcolm, I am so glad that you're here. Your sister has mountains of clothes to move, and I am in charge of boxes.
You're helping her move?
Of course. I wanted to help her. Just like I wanted to help you.
Okay. What is it? Something's changed.
She stopped playing the piano too.
Is there still vodka in your orange juice?
All right, enough. What exactly do you two think you're doing?
Isn't it obvious? We're meddling.
Please, I don't meddle. I mother.
This sudden interest in our well-being wouldn't have anything to do with you and a certain lieutenant, would it?
Gil? What, you and Gil?
Oh, are you mad? No. There's absolutely...
Through what happened?
I had been assisting Professor Shaw with the restoration of the cathedral paintings. I was downstairs, and then when I came up, I saw this evil.
Sister Agnes, did Father Reyes perform exorcisms?
Seriously, Brian?
This is the rite of exorcism, and it's well used. Pretty sure this is our victim's blood, so answer the question, sister.
I can't talk about this.
That's not a no.
Come on.
Whoever it was, they left a note. The blood, it makes a symbol.
Oh wow.
What does it say?
It says.
It looks like Hebrew
Oh.
or...
Aramaic. It says Abaddon.
Abaddon the Destroyer, Angel of the Abyss from Revelations. So now we know our killer's name. Who is it? Oh, you know. The devil.
Oh, you know.
You should go back to the rectory, sister.
It's crazy how many killers in this damn town every
Rather
week.
look at the studio.
Murdering up people all weird. Like,
This is very normal to me.
it's New York.
This is all so...
Catholic.
I was going to say insane, but...
Did you know Father Reyes well, Professor Shaw?
Well, just in passing. Call me Jonah.
You're not a member of the church?
No, I'm a conservator.
He was
Preserving the
really good
paintings
on
of
house
Sister
cards.
Agnes. We've been working on the Madonna and Child the past few months.
Did you know he was an exorcist?
You see people come and go. Hear things.
Excuse us. Archbishop Argento? Officers, thank you for being here.
Always on
As
TV.
just heard, we're very sorry for your loss. I'm overcome. But we must trust that faith will help us find the light.
Outside of faith alone, we're going to need to see Father Reyes' records. Every person he exorcised is a suspect up to this point.
I'm sorry, but I can't discuss Father Ray's work or share his records. They contain our parishioners' confidential information. You understand? We do, Your Eminence. Thank you.
This is making Gil very uncomfortable because he's religious.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, doesn't like this.
What was that? The Archbishop just obstructed justice and you thanked him for it.
It's called establishing a rapport, Bright. It's the way things get done, especially with the church. Have a little faith, okay?
Nietzsche said that faith means not wanting to know the truth.
Nietzsche. Kid, what is going on in that head of yours?
Nothing. I'm fine.
You can give me a profile.
Right. Consistent wounds speak to a methodology. And the bloodletting, this killer was performing a ritual of his own. Obviously, our demon did not want to be exorcised.
We're not looking for a real demon.
No, but what if our killer identifies as one? They could be suffering from possession trance disorder. It's a kind of dissociative disorder. The symptoms present like possession.
How does bloodletting figure into this?
I'm not sure. Not yet. But I do know another killer who let his victim dry.
You gotta go see your daddy.
It's all aligning so well for him to get in his head.
He really need to get out so he can just be running with his boy.
I'm so glad you came.
That's not a good idea.
He can
Sounds
consult.
like urine.
Oh, that'll be the urine. Shall we?
Oh, that'll be the urine.
So tell me, son, how are you? You're going through quite a change.
I wouldn't call it that.
Where have I heard that before? As I recall,
Yeah,
we
second
were
way I go around in a circle.
like this when I first explained.
Well,
Well,
it's meant to like murdering people, and then I don't know, maybe.
You were shocked.
You're lucky you're even
Why are you gonna help
outside.
me with my
He
case
hasn't been
right now?
outside in forever.
Well, I can do more than help. After you called, I had a splendid idea. Now, we have so many special minds here. Why not call in an expert?
Who is that?
Friar Pete, an old neighbor. He was ejected from his monastery for extreme views and then went on a killing spree. A friar of flames. I brought him on to consult.
They brought him on to
Oh
consult.
my god. Now we're consulting with more crazies.
Care to confess your sins?
Oh, that's a marvelous idea. You two should talk.
I'm trying to solve a murder. An exorcist was killed, bled to death. Our medical examiner counted 44 precise incisions. It's an ominous number, 40. Jesus spent 40 days in the wilderness fending off the devil. As for 4...
Well, perhaps the 4th humors, considering the cuts. How about Hans von Gersdorf?
Of course. Hans von who?
Gersdorf, 16th century surgeon who determined the 44 points by which a human would best be bled.
He goes into great detail in his field guide to surgery. The illustrations are lovely. Oh, medicine has nothing to do. The killers are
Babe, they're just like...
Catholic ritual.
Oh, I'm surprised.
If I can see some blood right now, I swear for
They used to go
God.
hand in hand.
I swear.
Centuries,
That's all I need.
exorcisms were prescribed to
Could you bite
patients
yourself
suffering
later?
from the bubonic plague, mental illness, lead poisoning. Guys, the victim didn't die 600 years ago. There's no connection between exorcism and medicine today. Not true. Today the church can't perform its rite without permission.
Wow, isn't that helpful? Permission from whom, Friar Pete?
The physician, Dr. Wood.
Shit. That was fascinating!
Oh, a doctor has to be the one to be like, yeah, you can get an extra.
To grant permission, yeah.
Okay.
So, can you believe Gil got the Archbishop to open up his
That was great. I liked
Half
all
the
that
neurologists
breakdown and like
recommended
the
his
history and then
Father
bring
Reyes
it.
as a last resort.
That was
Yeah.
fun. That was fun.
This isn't about evil.
But in real life, you
It's
need me to
about
do what
sex.
now?
The doctor said his
If I'm a
patient
doctor.
Norman is untreatable. Violent, disturbed, and possessed. Sounds plenty evil to me.
He still got a lot on his mind right now, baby.
So does
He's
right.
not- he's not
they're
all
both.
there.
They're all both. They're
How
all.
long is
Both of them
Norman
aren't
been up
at
there
the right
No,
headspace.
but they're both totally two different things.
He wanted his own space. We agreed it was for the best.
Can you walk any more creepier?
Does he take any medication?
Not anymore.
We agreed it's for the best.
Can you look any more creepier?
Norman,
And his name Norma.
it's Mother.
His mother. Here we go.
You have visitors. Can they come in, Norman?
All right, Mother.
Let me just hold my gun the whole time we walk around. Cause this is about to be a problem. We got some sage.
salt.
They're really into that religion too.
Whatever you do,
Don't look him in the eye.
stay inside the lines.
Can we just talk to him from the door? Can you just open the door? Hey Norman, what's up, man? Can you hear me from there? Right. Stay in the
Hi, Norman. I'm Malcolm.
This is that
JT.
song from
So,
What's up, man?
Mother said you were coming. Good. We're trying to find out who killed Father Reyes. Do you know anything about that? When was the last time you saw each other?
Last week, he came to the house.
Do you ever go and see him? If I lived up here, I'd sneak out that window all the time.
No. No, there's no salt out there. Father Reyes told me I had to stay here. The salt keeps him out.
Who?
The demon. Father Reyes shouts at him, but still, he finds me.
And what does Father Reyes shout?
the power of Christ compels you!
Excuse me. I have to practice.
He's gotta be the guy, right?
I'm not sure.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
He ain't creepy enough to be. I don't know if he
Clearly about to be ill.
murderer
But
though.
he doesn't leave this house. He won't even cross an inch of salt. I wonder what would happen.
Dude, you heard the lady. Don't.
I have to test him.
You know he got to.
Cross this line.
No, you really don't.
Alright, now he about to charge y'all ass.
Right.
Do you have a favorite hymn? I know you are near.
See? Nothing happened.
There was a fountain.
Yet.
I'm with JD. I'm gonna step outside while you do your test.
Very gentle.
He killed him. It was the lead in the paint.
He's having a house moment.
What is it?
You're doing that thing that you do.
Lead poisoning in the paint causes dementia.
Oh, it's about them repairing the,
Symptoms
restoring the
that manifest
paintings.
like possession.
Sister Agnes and the professor, they're restoring old paintings.
We have to get to the cathedral now.
What the hell they find paint with lead in it?
The old paintings, baby, the originals.
Oh, they had lead in them still?
We were just about to call.
Did you not just hear
I
that?
heard him. I'm saying, like, how are you getting high from that though? It's been there
She's out
forever.
for work today.
Professor Shaw, the Madonna that you've been restoring, are you in contact with lead white paint?
Yes, but we wear masks and gloves.
Why?
Okay.
I don't understand.
Sister Agnes could be suffering from paranoid delusions brought on by lead poisoning.
She thinks she's possessed.
Yeah, okay.
What was that?
Came from the crypt.
They have to use the lead
But we're
paint.
the only people here.
Right, stay with them, Danny. JT, you with me. Let's go.
Boy, extra long. You got button up with a sweater and everything.
You point out the most random things.
That'd be me.
But
In
don't,
New York, boy, that boy, we throw you
babe,
more.
just.
So it's the
The nun.
priest lady, yeah. The nun.
The preach lady.
Well, she seemed like she was patient enough to hang him and then
Jonah,
cut him.
she's going to be okay.
I taught her. I taught her how to handle the pain. I did.
Close her back up. This is the
Detective Tarmel, we need backup at 2617 Mott Street. Do you copy? Come in.
Not for your ass.
Tarmel, major crimes.
This is a police channel.
Oh shit, they're already fucking with him.
Detective Tarmel.
Why are they showing this shit in to this type of show? Like, I get what they're trying to do, but this really ain't that show.
Tell me your grace.
But okay.
Do exorcisms ever work?
In some cases, yes. Although, I don't take you for a believer.
I guess right.
I wish. I really do. To say the power of Christ compels you, and what's wrong disappears, would make my life so much easier.
Nothing's ever easy. Forget the prayers and the rites. Priests spend most of their time listening. Anything you want to discuss?
I told her to use the mouse. Vertical mouse. Use the mouse.
Oh, it's him. It's him.
Use the mouse.
It's him, baby.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say, you ain't gonna hire that actor. Not use him.
You were not about to say that.
Boss.
So, these nut ones. You were like, oh, it's definitely the nun. Calm down over here, mister. I know everything that's happening.
No, I said, oh, it's the nun? He was like, yeah, it's the nun.
You okay?
But I did say, oh, they got him from House of Cards.
Who did this?
Yeah, but you weren't like, he's a killer. So,
I was not like he was a killer, but makes sense now. Oh, he got the lead paint all his hand.
Is that the painting they've been working on?
Yeah.
That's what's all this shit. That baby Jesus.
You're ruined. It's Jonah. He's the one poisoned by the paint. Doctor. Need to go. Keep an eye on him. Father, lock the doors behind you. Mr. David, I need emergency phone time.
You're kidding me.
and they just happen to be playing checkers together with each other right now.
Boy, what's wrong?
I need you to tell me everything you know about lead poisoning. I found the killer, and he's hallucinating because of the lead paint.
Bravo, good work. Like all the grandmasters, Michelangelo, Caravaggio.
Yeah, I know that. But what I don't know is how to fix it. How can I help counteract the poison?
No. He's in a full-blown psychotic state. He'll wind up like Van Gogh's ear. No, lock him in a room and don't let him out.
Got it. And what if I'm locked in the room with...
Oh, jeez.
Jonah, it's okay. You're hallucinating. All that old paint. You came into contact with lead.
I'm manipulating the paint with my fingers to achieve a classical effect. I made it beautiful.
It made you sick. Made you act out what you saw in that book.
No.
Think you're possessed, but you're not.
Is that how lead poisoning works? You have like psychotic breaks and then you go back to normal?
And it kills you.
But I'm saying, you can like have us be sick and then
It looks like
seemingly
that's
good.
what that looks like what that does. That's why they got rid of it.
I am
Abaddon. The Destroyer.
Malcolm, you remember Friar Pete? What does it mean?
Your son is going to die.
Gotcha. Well, Malcolm, I don't think a talk down's going to work in this instance.
Gotcha.
What do you recommend?
Yeah, Friar Pete and your expert.
Your son's gonna die.
Exorcism is the only way. Exorcisms don't work. Possession isn't real.
No, but psychosis is. Now, you may not believe in exorcisms, but deep down, you know that evil is real.
You may true of that. Okay. How do I perform an exorcism?
First, you
Just repeat after me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Look, I know it's a crummy plan, but it's all we got, son.
We've got to commit to this.
He's like...
Familiare subpotente manu Dei.
Can you slow down?
Familiare subpotente manu Dei.
Right away.
Honorum Deo et Patri omnipotenti.
Anorium
Can you
Deo
put your speakerphone?
omnipotenti.
Well, with gusto, you gotta sell it.
Deus repellet. Deus vincit.
Freaking Martin is like, this is so great.
Yeah. I'm so being a part of this whole thing right now.
We see it now. The darkness, the evil. You have it too.
Lauren, just say the words.
The power of Christ compels you.
Power of Christ compels you.
Repeat it. Believe it. Louder.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
No. Now get the glass out.
Oh, shit.
That what happened? Son?
It didn't compel him.
We finished the ritual.
I should have just talked him out the whole time.
Yeah.
Well done, team.
When we call for backup, you come. You know exactly
Bullshit.
what I'm talking about.
Bullshit.
He identified himself.
This is bad.
Don't you hide behind that.
This is bad.
It'll only get worse. They made that clear.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
Every damn day for 10 years I put my life on the line like every other cop here. But those guys didn't see that. They just saw a black man. They put a gun in his face.
The union needs to hear that. This doesn't end unless we end it.
You're not alone, JT.
I have to protect.
Let me save you again. You should go. Please. How much of that did you hear?
Not much. Just the part where you said our family's cursed and Dad ruined us all.
Ainsley.
Mom, no. I told you to be honest. And we're... You're a little broken.
You don't even know how broken you are yet, because, like, you pretty much...
I may be too.
Yeah, are really broken.
Which is why
I killed somebody,
I'm
cut him up.
not
so
moving
I
out.
don't know if that's...
No.
I'm staying here.
She only killed him.
With you.
Malcolm cut him up.
Okay, well, I'll watch somebody get cut.
Huzzah!
After I killed them.
Who knew?
But I don't remember.
First story.
Yeah, I have no clue what happened.
Like guys.
Thanks again for that.
Well, I obviously didn't do enough. What bothers you, my boy?
My boy.
Well, you can tell me anything, my son. Come on. Unburden yourself.
And I'm bored.
It's just... I'm the one who decided to dispose of Endicott's body. To lie to Ainsley. Cover the whole thing up. That was me.
Or maybe it was me.
How's that? You possessed me?
Well, isn't that what parenting is? Your mother and I, we have the power that compels you. I mean, usually to brush your teeth or pay your bills, but you knew exactly what your sister needed. You knew how to save her. Because of
you. Because you're a part of me.
Well, why, yes, I am. you haven't always appreciated that, but
I'm coming to terms with it. And that's a good thing.
son, I'm speechless.
It's not a good thing for you, Dr. Whitley. See, I know you're there now. And I can lock you up, tune you out, even leave you behind.
So you say, Malcolm.
He seems like such a normal person when he ain't got nobody to kill. I'll do this.
You're in trouble, Martin.
It's my son. It's been my mission these many months to shore up our bond.
What, my son?
My boy. He needs me now more than ever, and there is nothing I can do in here. Trapped behind these walls. I gotta get out of here. I've gotta be free.
For how long?
I have a Bible study service for the faithful who are interested in Exodus. Perhaps you should join our flock.
Exodus. Perhaps I should.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking escape.
No. Maybe he get out on good faith, and be able to help. Because if you escape is stupid, you ain't gonna be out there that long.
I know, but like he could escape and like be in hiding and just now call him.
You ain't gonna escape that long. Alright, that was episode 2 of Prodigal Son, and I would not go with the idea that he's gonna escape from jail. Now he might, it's TV, so maybe he will. But I'm thinking that he might get in there and fake like he's really religious. And maybe there's some kind of program where, they got a release program where you can help other youth or something just so you can be out of jail. Or maybe like help the police. I don't know. Something like that to get him out. Because having him on the run, I think, will probably take away from us having quality time with it. Because then it'd just be all about him trying to make
But
sure
that's what the season ultimately is about.
But he will ultimately go back to jail.
So far, it's about... to where I see it playing is that he pivots and threatens to become more of a try to connect with Ainsley if Malcolm isn't responding. I could tell your sister. I could maybe she's my girl.
And he gonna stay in New York to do this?
I don't know how it plays out, but they wouldn't set up a plot in which one he clearly has an ally now, and secondly in which it's not about escaping. It's 100% about escaping. It's not hey,
look, it'd be interesting either way. How about that?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting either way. My other thing is, it seems like I'm watching 2 different shows right now when you got the JT part and then you got the actual Prodigal Son part, because, I'm used to the Prodigal Son part, so then you throw me for a loop thinking I'm watching the other show with that, but I get why they putting that in there. It's just what it is. It's happening right now. So, but I hope that we can get a little bit. Well, maybe I just get used to it because I'm kind of distracted a little bit when they try to turn the corner over there, and then I'm trying to make sure I'm watching the Exorcist is going on over here. So maybe they can merge it a little bit more, or maybe I'll just forget about it as we go on. But still, 2 interesting things that's happening in this episode. I like the Exorcist part for sure on there, and I thought that played a good role out there, because Malcolm, is not religious and all that creepy shit that was happening on there. So that was a good time right there. So all in all, this was a really good episode and interesting developments of what's going to happen. Still got the Ainsley thing hanging over us, and now what's going to happen with his daddy, it remains to be seen.
Yeah, so I think it's hilarious that every time I see Ainsley on screen right now, I think she's gonna murder somebody. So I like the fact that and they're doing it purposely. That first scene, having Ainsley with a knife, they're playing into her character so much, and I'm here for all of it. I really like the fact that they're leaning into that and leaning into like what's gonna happen and keeping you on the edge of your seats as far as trying to come up with how that's gonna play out. So I'm digging that. That's probably my favorite aspect of season 2 so far, which we all knew at the end of season 1 finale that would be the thing where all the hype and excitement's at. And then I thought it was super cool that Martin had, the ally come in and they were 2 psychopaths consulting on one case. Like, I just thought that was super fun element as far as like utilizing another person in the hospital who's crazy as fuck as well to help solve a case. Like, is this a thing? Or we're going to keep, utilizing and consulting with all these crazies? But it worked out. It played out in Malcolm's favor. But ultimately, where this goes specifically with Martin and what his intentions, he doesn't like feeling he's not connecting. And then how's that going to play out with Ainsley? Because we know that's going to be a thing that plays out. And then lastly, to your point about JT, I appreciate the show taking on a serious conversation, especially when we have black policemen in the show. So, I feel like they could have done the easy route and not addressed it at all, but I appreciate the fact that they're leaning in and creating the conversation with applicable characters who are the centerpiece of who our team is. So I appreciate that. It's difficult to watch as always, and it's fucking annoying because we know it's real. It is really annoying. But overall, solid episode. Can't wait for where it goes from here.
Yep. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk Reaction 4, Prodigal Son, Season 2, Episode 2. And until next time, people,